I have reviewed thousands of Amazon seller accounts and I have optimized, I can't even count how many different campaigns on Amazon at this point in time. And there is one thing that I can tell you with certainty that at this point in time is a clear indicator to me as to whether or not a campaign and an account is being well optimized, and that is wasted ad spend. Wasted ad spend is, I think, the number one indicator for me just because it tells me if people actually know what they are doing when they're optimizing. If you have way too much wasted ad spend, you're just throwing money at the wall and handing it to Amazon and getting Jeff Bezos his next yacht. However, if you have way too little wasted ad spend, it tells me that you're not doing any testing whatsoever and you might be over optimizing at the end of the day. And so there is, in my opinion, yes, a healthy wasted ad spend level, but what is that level? And I think a lot of people don't know the answer to that. So let's dig in. I'm going to go over the 3 different ways that you can essentially check for some wasted ad spend and give you some helpful tips and tricks along the way as to whether or not you are a very new, brand new beginner or somebody who currently is managing thousands upon thousands in ad dollars every single month. So without further ado, let's hop right on in. I have an account here. This account is doing roughly $50,000 a month right now. It's the off season for this account. They normally do in their on season more than this, roughly about $100,000 a month in ad spend. But in the off season, they're doing roughly about $15,000 a month. Gets fairly slow for them, which makes it a prime time to be really kind of honing in and figuring out whether or not they have a bunch of waste ad spend going on. And so looking over at the account here, we're going to start with our level 1 of waste ad spend check. And this is a super, super simple just way to understand whether or not the account is being under optimized, over optimized, or if you have some pretty good optimization going. So looking first and foremost, we're just going to go to sponsored products. We're not going to care about sponsored brand or display just yet. We're just going to focus on sponsored products for the moment. You can do this same exact thing with each different type of advertising campaign though. So looking at that, we are next going to be looking at spend. Anything greater than $0. We're looking for waste ad spend. You got to spend money to actually see if you actually wasted it. So, and then finally, after our spend as well, we're going to be looking at our sales. And we are going to do less than $1 in sale. This is just the most simple we can possibly get. All we are doing here is having any active campaign the last 30 days, sponsored products. Did we spend money? Did we make any money whatsoever off of that spend? You can actually see here for this account, $41 in total wasted spend. And to be entirely frank, for a lot of accounts, I would normally say that might be too little for something like this. I don't think so. That's where essentially we start to dive into our second level. So our first level is to basically see, are you just throwing money at the wall without any form of, actual strategy behind it? If you see that you are spending a ton of money here and that you are just spending tons and tons, typically anything more than 3%, if not 2% of your entire budget is going here with 0 sales whatsoever, then you are definitely either under optimizing or just full on wasting a lot of money at the end of the day, not doing correct targeting. Now, how do you get out of this? Well, that's where we get into phase 2 of this approach. Phase 2 of the waste ad spend approach would be looking at specifically negating a lot of these targets, understanding what can you and what is good to negate, what isn't good to negate. So instead of just doing sales less than $1, what we're going to do is we're going to look for some sales. So we're going to first and foremost look for some sales. You can see here, essentially we have $11,000 in spend at some point in time in sponsored products, $44,000 in sales. Okay. So from there, we're going to filter now. We're going to be looking at this from an ACoS level. So we're going to look at our ACoS, so advertising cost of sale, and you need to understand what your ACoS needs to be on the account. So for this account, we can actually get out of this real quick. You can actually see here, our current ACoS is at 26.52%. Now, the actual top line ACoS that this account tends to want to be at is usually somewhere between 50 and 60%. They can still be making money, but they really don't want to be there at the end of the day. So what we want to do is we want to essentially look at this account. We want to take that advertising cost of sale that we know, and we want to do anything greater than that 60%. And this is where we start to get into the realm of waste that could be better, right? This is not true waste, so to speak, but is waste in the sense that maybe you're not making money at this realm. Maybe it's the type of area where you need to pull back on your bid adjustment. So we see $463. And again, we could even pull this down to 50% if we want to get closer. So we could pull that to 50%. And now we're kind of actually hit. We have $1,300. We did make $2,100 on it, but the average is 59%. So unless this account has over 60% margins, which thankfully it does, they would be losing money in this scenario. And this is one of the key things that I see so many people not take into account when they're actually looking for wasted spend, is the idea at the end of the day that, yes, if you have, let's say, 10 campaigns that your ACoS is 100%, but then you have 10 campaigns that your ACoS is 10%, and then you have another 10 campaigns where your ACoS is 20%, yeah, your ACoS is not going to look all that bad from an account level. But once you dig down into the actual campaigns that are doing really, really poorly, you're going to find that you're losing a ton of money at the end of the day. And so important for you to essentially go through and understand what your ACoS level has to be as a top line, and then negate from there. And that's where we get into the actual phase 3 here. We're doing all of this, if you noticed, from a full just campaign level, just to understand how the account is doing. You can obviously go in here, you can start to pause some of these. You can actually go through and you can kind of optimize from a bid perspective. But what we're not doing is we're not actually optimizing from a targeting perspective. And that would be kind of our phase 3 approach here. So our phase 3 approach would be to actually do all of this filtering exactly the same way. So we're going to start to look through. We're going to look for anything where we spent greater than $0. We are then going to be looking for anything where we have clicks greater than 15. That's going to be the very key part here for any of our targets. So we're looking for clicks greater than 15. And then from there, we're going to be looking at our advertising cost of sale greater than, and we're going to go back to that 50%. So here we're actually now looking to see what is it that we are getting. And we'll go to the last 30 days here. What are we getting from specifically keywords that are over that 50% ACoS level and have greater than 15 clicks? The purpose behind 15 clicks is that you need to know whether or not something is spending just from a one-off level, or something is truly actually generating impressions and clicks and you're just not converting on it. If you are seeing that you get more than 15 clicks without a single conversion of any kind, that to me says that that is not a very good and relevant keyword. You're likely going to want to end up negating that keyword, or at the very least pulling your bid back on that keyword. And so that's the final step of this, where essentially we go through to understand, okay, so now we have essentially, 795 clicks. We have some orders in here. We can actually add the metric again for how much we spent. For this, it's only $933. And we'll want to go through and actually start to target a lot of these for potential negations. And the reason for that is that we can essentially see what is working and what isn't working from an exact target level without necessarily having to go directly into the campaigns. And so these are essentially the 3 easiest levels that literally any seller can do. All of this took me, while explaining, less than 10 minutes to go in and check. Now, obviously, there's going to be a few extra levels in here. What happens if you have tons and tons of waste ad spend when you're going through the account? What happens if there is, campaigns where they should be highly relevant keywords and they are just not performing for you? There's a lot of variables. But what this should allow you to do is understand very quickly, is your account being under optimized, over optimized, or are you just not doing enough testing? Because one of the major things at the end of the day that I like to tell people, if you don't have somewhere between 3 and 8% of your total allocated budget that is technically wasted, and that means anything that is somewhere in the ballpark of not your ideal ACoS, so typically 15% over your ideal ACoS, even something around 100%, or you're just not even throwing any new keywords out there, that to me says that you're not doing enough on the account, and it says that you're not trying to actually grow anything new on the account. So there always is going to be some form of wasted ad spend. It just matters what amount that is and how comfortable you are with that amount. So I would really encourage everyone to just go through, test all of this out, check for wasted ad spend. And if you're interested in having somebody else look through your account for wasted ad spend and ways that you can potentially improve the account, feel free to reach out to us. We do advertising audits for clients and for anybody else all the time. And so more than happy to head on over to myamazonguy.com and just get yourself a free audit of your entire account.